We had our first snow last night and it is melting away a little bit this morning, but it's still bitter cold. Well, morning everyone. Welcome back to my garden. I'm Marion and I am absolutely dressed up for the cold because it is only 1 degree here this morning and we had our very first snow last night. In fact, it snowed most of the night, but because it had been raining earlier, most of the snow didn't lie on the roads and things. So the roads are still clear and everything, even though there was a lot of snow came down. And the garden is just, you know, a bit frosty. I'm dressed up to the nines. I've got my hat on, my gloves on, my warmers that my friend knitted for me, my lovely snuggly jumper. I've got my woolly skirt on, I've got my leggings, I've got my foxy socks, everything. I'm warmed up as much as I can, only my thumbs are cold at the minute. But I've got things to do because with being away, I'm trying to catch up on stuff. So I thought there was things I could do up here. I thought I'd actually be planting out the broad beans because they've grown really well, and when I came back from my little holiday with my daughter, they were pushing the top off the seed tray that I had them in, and I had every intention of planting them out, but I think I'd better leave them in here a little while longer. What I am going to plant this morning are the Carlin peas. I'll show you, I'll turn you around. So as you can see, the broad beans have really grown, and I definitely would have put them out today if it hadn't snowed. They can stay in here a while longer. But these Carlin peas have sprouted really well, and I did sow them very late. It is an experiment because I've never had anywhere to grow things over the winter before. But if they don't grow and they die, well, nothing lost, I suppose. It's more knowledge. And if they do just go into dormancy over the winter and then sprout away in the spring, hooray, I'll have learned something. So I'm going to plant them in my beds. The sweet peas are not showing any sign yet. Oh, maybe they are. Is that a sweet pea coming through? I think it is. So now the sweet peas must be just germinating now. There's definitely one there. I think that's definitely a sweet pea coming up there. So that's good. I'll just get the lid back on, that's keeping that growing. And another thing that could have got planted out are the shallots, which have come away quite nicely. But again, I'm not going to plant them while the ground's quite so cold and frosty. So they're going to stay in a little bit longer. They are the germo shallots. So they can go out maybe, I don't know, if we have another little warmer snap, or at least not snow on the ground. The other two garlics have got away again. Oh no, that's the shallot still. These two, the Kingsland white and the Carcassonne white, they've both definitely got away now. They've got their roots coming out, so they can definitely go outside, but as I say, I'm not doing them today. Here are the winter purslane. So again, I think I would have put some of them outside, but I'm going to put them in the bed here and I'm going to fleece everything up. I tell you what though, something surprising things. The lettuce, the winter lettuce are growing well. I haven't harvested anything from there yet, but I'll water them today. What you can see over there, just in the back corner, I've got 3 little pelargoniums there, and they're scented because I love scented pelargoniums. I've always struggled keeping them over the winter, so I'm just going to see if by healing them into the sort of semi-dry soil, they might just keep alive, and that's what I'm doing with this too. So this beauty is my attar of roses. It's my absolute favourite. You can use the leaves in cooking. I never managed to keep it over the winter. I've never seen it grow that big because it's never been in a bed like this before. I was just going to cut it down just like I would normally with pelargoniums and other herbaceous things. Cut it down and try and keep it like that. But when I've seen the amount of growth that's on there, I thought I'd just leave it as it is, because that growth could protect the roots in a way that cutting it down, I'll take all that protection off. So I'm actually just going to leave it. I'm not going to prune it at all. If it dies back, it dies back, and then I'll just cut it back or pull it out. But just maybe the roots might just be protected enough by it. And at the minute, I can still harvest leaves from there if I want to. So yeah, that made such good growth. And so I'm going to do the same with this basil here. Yeah, that made such good growth. I'm going to do the same with the African basil here. The normal basil just totally went as soon as the cold came, about a month ago. But this one has not been going back. I've cut it all, I've harvested, I've preserved as much as I can. And the temptation is just to rip it out. But while I've got space, I'm just going to see how long it'll keep going. And maybe when it gets under the fleece, it'll, you know. Well, the thing is, I don't know. That's why it's an experiment. And so I'm experimenting, and you'll find out whether it works or not. And actually, if you look here, I've got snow on the polytunnel. Look at that first snow. I think I probably should get that off. There, you can see it on the sunny side, it's melted, and on the shady side, it's still snow. And look, the bloomin' mole's been back up the side of the bed. I'll just collect the soil though, handy for seeds. And would you look at that too? I've got a flippin' strawberry. How's that possible? I'm tempted to take it today, but the plant's sort of alright, and I don't know. It's bizarre. Who knows? Strawberries, the end of November. Or the middle of November. Is it the middle of November? I don't even know what the date is. Anyway, there shouldn't be strawberries now, but I'm going to get a nice big juicy strawberry. Maybe I better take it in. Who knows? Anyway, on with the planting. Sorry, I know I look a mess, but I need to keep warm. Warm's better than looking good. I've dug a little trench so I can get their long roots down without much disturbance. I'm just putting them in about 3 inches apart. I don't even think I'm going to water these in because they are quite damp out of the root trainers, and maybe they just shouldn't have any more cold water at the minute. I'll see what it's like tomorrow. I think they'll be alright. Oops. Actually, I am putting them in quite close. But, you know, they can keep each other company. I've got 2 more here. There, you can go in the end. Okay. This is just top dressed with all the stuff that I brought up from the courtyard pots that I emptied. It'll be like a blanket around them all. There's one spare one here. Maybe I can just squash them in the end. There, squash you up. And put you in there. There's no point putting that one anywhere else. See just how successful it might be. Right, one job done. I'm on with it. Oh, I hope I haven't got a runny nose on on camera. Honestly, I'm not really very good at this stuff, am I sometimes? Anyway, winter purslane going in. I think these, I've never grown them before at all. I think I'm just not going to do them individually. I'm going to pick up little clumps of them and put them along here. They've got room to grow, definitely. You might notice I've got some bare sticks there. That's my pepper that went in quite late, and somebody in the comments, I'm sorry I can't remember who, was telling me just to prune it down to a stick take all the leaves off and it would survive the winter. So I have done that and see if it gets away quickly in the spring. These have got roots. Just going to put them here. And see what happens. I just felt I wanted to be in the soil. Really, I wanted these for outside. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to put 2 little rows in here and I'll leave the rest in the seed tray and let them grow on a little bit more and then see if they'll go. I can put them outside somewhere, because that was really to try them inside and outside. And strawberry, move out the way. Your time has come. You're supposed to be moving away for the autumn and winter things. You've got confused, you think you're in Australia or something. Okay, I'll put a bit of extra soil in there, compost in there, and let them still grow on a bit more. Oh, I've just found something, something nice to do. Watch. You've got to get your fun where you can. Sound as well. And it'll let the light in, so. If there was snow on the ground, I would be building a snowman, because I just like that sort of thing. A new experience, Polytunnel experience. Crackling the snowy, icy snow off. Well, that was fun, but now my fingers are icy. I've got some fleecy stuff. These actually, I've got a couple of them. They were big bag things to put over people's tender plants for the winter when I was gardening, and I just don't have any plants for that, so I've cut the drawstring off and I'm just opening the whole thing up so I can use it over the peas. There we go. Maybe I should protect the potatoes as well, actually. One of my potatoes has started to grow. I think there's mushrooms as well. Oh, another potato as well. I think I'll put some more compost on them and then I'll cover them with the fleece too. Well, that's the best I can do for now. It's looking alright. I want to show you outside now. There's still a bit of snow there. Cabbage is doing alright. I haven't harvested any of the sprouts yet. Needs a bit of a clear up. It's amazing how much happens when you're just away for a week and a bit. Anyway, I'll be able to harvest some of these now the frost's been on them. I never actually thought I'd get a cabbage, you know, but I think I'm going to. None of this has been harvested yet. I was waiting for the frosts, so as soon as I don't have any snow on the ground, I'll start and harvest some things. I got all the sweet corn out, harvested the lot, and with the last bits I made sweet corn soup with the kernels, and it was lovely. And so now this is where I wanted to put the broad beans, so I'll just have to wait. I've got all those, what's there is foxglove seedlings, so I need to move them to a little holding area and put the broad beans in there. And I don't know, some of the Swiss chard might come out. I've got some good ones growing in the tunnel now. Maybe I'll just keep this row, which are a bit younger. I'll see. I've had 1 or 2 baby leeks from the pots, that's good. And then under here, these are parsnips, and I was waiting for the first frost. That means I can at last dig one up and see whether all that washing of the roots and dibbling a hole to try and get a straight parsnip worked or not. I have yet to find out. But this is also where the rest of the onions need to come, because this is going to be the onion bed. I think I've still got space for the rest of the garlic and the onions. I suppose those lettuce could come out, so I've got plenty inside. But it was nice to see, you know, how they stood up to the winter. Is the flipping strawberry flower on? I don't know. And actually, you know what? I think they're going to be okay. I'm not going to get them today. And the big Philadelphus never got pruned when I kept saying I'm going to prune it, and I never got time. And the rose. But now, when it warms up a little bit, I'll be able to get on with it because the leaves are dropping. I feel excited to start all this bit. And beautiful blue sky. Holden area has just got so many plants in. But those Louisa are still in flower. Just a bit of a mess now because all the stuff that had to come out of the courtyard is now here waiting. I planted that pot full of snowdrops, so I'm pleased I got them in. And oh look, and you see there are buds on my winter clematis. It's a clematis serosa and it's called Jingle Bells. And there are buds all over the place. So that'll be nice when they come out. I'm so pleased this got tidied before I went away, because I definitely wouldn't have wanted to do it now. Anyway, I think that's me signing out for this week. It's quite cold. I'm going in to make myself a nice cup of tea. I think if I'd brought one out, it would have been cold before I drunk it. So at least I got my seedlings put in, I've got the fleece on, and I know what needs doing. Other than that, I'm calling it a day, and I'm going to go in to do some, I think I'm going to paint my phonology wheel. I've got some to catch up on from being away, because I did take my photographs every day, but I didn't take my wheel with me, so I'll be catching up on that now. Bye everyone, and see you next time when you drop by my garden. Bye for now. Happy gardening. Or cozying up by the fire more likely. Bye bye.